Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be unboxing my Plum Paper Daily Planner for the next 6 months, even though I did order a year, but I'm just going to set up for 6 months today. And then I'm going to set it up, which I already said. So I have it here. This box has definitely seen some things. I think everything inside is going to be fine. They do bubble wrap their planners, and I didn't have any kind of like binding or anything on the planner itself. So I think there's less potential for it being crushed. But I ordered a year worth of daily pages from Plum Paper. I will link down below their website in case you're interested in ordering from them. They do customized planners. I love Plum Paper. I have been using them for my daily for 2 or 3 years now. I think it's going to be like 2.5, something like that. But I have to order another one because I've run out of pages in my current Plum Paper. So I have right here the last 6 months of dailies. It has gotten very, very big because, you know, I use it mostly on the daily. There's a lot of there's some like things that I kind of like skip between, or like I don't finish a spread, etc. But this is what I've got for my current daily. I love this like intro page. It is so cute. I remember setting this up. I do have some other videos on my channel of me doing more daily planner setup if this is something that appeals to you. These tend to be more popular videos on my channel, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I will give the people what they want. Here is another Plum Paper daily disc bound setup. So let's see what we've got in here. I ordered this during their pre-Black Friday sale, so I didn't wait until regular Black Friday because it was the same percentage off. The only difference is that there was like a freebie they were giving away on Black Friday, and it was some sticky notes. But I was happy to get this a little bit early, so I kind of made that trade-off. So this kind of little flyer thing is in here. It's a beautiful day to make plans. I really like the text on this, and I feel like I could probably cut it out. Or like, even if I chop there and there, I could like punch it and put it into my planner. That might be cute, like a journaling card kind of thing. Very pretty. And then the other side has some details on like, thank you for your order. They do a social media thing where if you follow them and hashtag your photos showing how you customize and use your Plum Paper product, they put you into like a lottery that they announce on the first of the month to reimburse one person for the cost of the products that you're showcasing. Really interesting kind of like strategy they've got there. So those are the details for that. And then they have this section about keeping your planner or notebook looking new. So keep it cool, keep it clean, keep it neat, keep it fresh. A while ago, or I should say the last time I ordered from them, and I've ordered a lot of stuff from them, like budgeting planners, goal setting planners, etc. These were all on separate cards, but I like that they put it onto one insert so I don't have a whole bunch of little tiny pieces of paper floating around. So I've got this, and then the other thing that they typically include, if I can grab it out from underneath here, is like this tiny little sample of their cover material that says water resistant, tear proof, rigid and sturdy, and it's a sample. So the fun thing about this is you can like really try to destroy this. Like I'm giving this a lot of like oomph to try to like rip it, and it does crease and it bends like that, but I'm not doing that to my planner. But it's good to know that if something were to happen to my planner where someone were to try to rip it in half, I don't know what situation would arise that would be the case, or my planner gets run over by a car or something like that, the cover is going to stay pretty intact. Like I haven't tried burning one of these, but I'm tempted, you know. Probably not the best material to light on fire, but there is this like fun little sample of their cover material that you can just try to destroy. So I think that's a really interesting thing that they include in their packages. So I have the planner that I ordered right here. We've got some bubble wrap. So the box itself made it through. The bubble wrap will help keep it secure. So currently it's all wrapped up in this like little plastic bag thing. As you can see, I ordered it unpunched and unbound. And the reason for that is I like to do the punching and the binding myself. They offer options of spiral bound. They offer a disc punch option, which I find their disc punches are just like a little too shallow for like what I like. The one time I got it disc punched from them, I felt like the pages kind of wiggled around on the Happy Planner discs. So my recommendation with these Plum Paper planners is that you order them unpunched and unbound, and then you punch them with the hole punch for the system that you're going to put them into. I mean, obviously, if you're ordering like a coil bound planner, you don't need to do that. You can just get the coil bound from them. For the longest time, they didn't have discs available on their website. They do now offer discs. So I wonder if ordering their like disc punches correspond better to like the sizing of their own discs. But I have Happy Planner discs right here, these gold metal Happy Planner discs, and I'm gonna punch it with a Happy Planner punch. So I'm gonna get this out of the little shiny plastic bag real fast. I chose this cover that has apples on it because I thought it was really cute. I do have some cover options left over, I ordered some additional covers. That's another thing you can do through their website. The covers are customizable for free. I think they're $8 a piece, and you can get your initials on them. You can get your name on them. You could get a monogram. You could put a quote on it. All sorts of different things. You can customize the shape. You can customize the color of that shape and the font. All sorts of different things. And let me grab my additional covers to just show you a few options. So for example, I've got this one that's like this really cute little library that has just like a K on it, and the inside is all this like herringbone. It's like a gray purple herringbone kind of pattern. I've got this one that has the KMM, different font from this one, and you can get like, instead of the filled in shape, you could get like the text itself in color with the box like white. And then this one is one that came with a quote already on it. You can customize it to just like put your initial in the area where the quote is, or you could do the quote. And I thought, I have my initials on everything. Let's try one with a cool quote on it. So I didn't get to pick the quote on this one. It was just kind of pre-designed, but this is another option of cover that I have right here. So there's a lot of options for covers on their website, and you don't need to like order the planner to order the covers. You can just get them. They're that same material as that cover sample card. But for this one, I'm like, apple sounds fun. I don't know. It was just kind of like calling to me. I really like the florals and the cover, or the colors of this one. And then I ordered a year worth of pages. When I order my dailies, I only keep 6 months on the discs at a time. However, it's cheaper to order the year all at once and just save the additional months for the next time you set up a planner. I think it's a pretty substantial difference. I don't exactly know the numbers of it, but it's cheaper to order a year versus just like ordering one every 6 months, and then you only have to pay shipping once, and shipping gets to be like a little pricey. They offer 3 different sizes in their planners. I think some of the color palettes are limited to certain sizes. This one is the 7x9, so it's a nice middle ground. They also offer an A5, which is a little smaller, and then a letter size, which is a letter size, a sheet of like standard printer paper, 8.5 by 11. So I like the 7x9 for my daily because I feel like it's the right amount of space for like just like a to-do list and like the tasks I need to do. It's not overwhelming. I don't even know if they offer the daily in a letter size. I know they offer it in the A5. So I ordered 7x9 daily planner, a year worth of pages. All of the dividers are here at the end, and you can pick what color palette you get. So there's 3 color palettes. One of them is modern, which is the one that I've used on my last 2 planners, and I'm like, we're gonna mix it up. So this one is called colorful, so it's a little bit more vibrant. And then the last one is a neutral, but their neutral is more of like a gray purple color instead of like just like black and white, which I wish it were black and white. I think that would be very appealing to me, because then the stickers wouldn't clash necessarily with like the colors that's already on the pages. Because if I'm in, I don't know, June, for example, and I don't want to plan with something that matches this, I feel like it kind of like clashes a little bit, because these are these like shaded boxes and all the lines or whatever. Not like the end of the world, but I do wish they had like more of a true neutral without those shaded boxes. They recently introduced a line of undated planners that have just like black and white pages, but they didn't have exactly what I was looking for in that. So I'm going to stick with this. So I've got a year worth of pages here. I've got all the dividers that match that. I've got the back cover of the planner, and you can choose any start month for your planner. So I chose February of 2023 because I got off on a weird foot somewhere along the line, and I still have January pages from my last planner. Grabbing them off on the side. These ones are going to be in the neutral or the modern color palette. but it's not the end of the world. It's still like this fun navy blue, so I feel like it'll fit in well enough. So I've got January here. I'm just gonna kind of like mix and match them in together while I set this up. And the other thing that I want to do differently with my daily this year is also kind of integrate some goal planning into this. And I'll get into that when I start like the setup, but this is kind of the unboxing and explanation of like Plum paper stuff. If you have questions about Plum paper daily planners or other Plum paper planners, you can leave a comment down below. I've used a lot of their products, so I can like talk about them. Another commonly asked question while I'm just like addressing stuff is, what pens do you use with the Plum paper planner? The pages are a little bit of a slicker texture, so it's hard to find pens that dry instantly on them. I'm a big fan of the Papermate Flare pens when I'm using my Happy Planner, so I use them in this planner, but I need to give them like 2 or 3 seconds to like actually set into the page. They do smudge a little. I've heard some other recommendations, I think the recommendation is really stay away from gel pens if you can, because those will smudge on the pages, that kind of thing. Like maybe a ballpoint or a felt tip is like a little bit of a better option for these. So questions you can leave below, but I'm gonna go ahead and get set up or started on the setup. This is gonna be a little bit more of an intense setup than I have done in the past, because I'm gonna make this like really customized this time. As I had mentioned, I like to punch them with the Happy Planner punch so that they fit my Happy Planner discs perfectly. So I'm grabbing that. I'm using the big size punch, but I know exactly where to line it up on the punch itself to like make the discs equal, because I've done this a few times. So I'm grabbing that. Got my giant stack of planner pages. It's gonna take a while to get through all the punching on that, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm only gonna do those 6 months, and then the other half are just gonna go back in the box, and I'll deal with the punching, deal with punching the pages later on when we reach that midway point in the year. So the first thing I want to do is decide on what cover I want to use, and they're interchangeable. If you punch them, they're interchangeable covers, so I don't have to commit to one for like 6 months. However, I don't really tend to change them up too much, so I am going to pick a cover. I know I ordered it with this apple one. I'm not entirely feeling that right now. As far as my other options go, got this one, Good Times Ahead, and then this one. Like, I like this, but I feel like this is my least favorite of the 3. This is cute, but I'm wanting to start the year off with something a little bit more personalized, so I think I'm going to go with the books. I was kind of disappointed in myself for not choosing this last time I set up a daily planner. So I think this is what I want to go with. So the first thing I like to do is just punch that cover so that I can pop it onto the discs and start like forming like a little shell that I can start putting pages into. And when I'm using this big sized Happy Planner punch to do my Plum paper planners, I like to line up the bottom of whatever I'm punching with the cross line of this first T in the Happy Planner. I feel like that is like the ideal punching point. And you want to make sure that you are punching them all to the same measurement. It doesn't matter if you want to like do it to one of those lines that's on here already. I mean, you should probably check to see that one of the punches isn't like completely like falling off the edge of your page, or they're not all like up at the top and then you've got like a weird gap down at the bottom, that kind of thing. But you want to make sure that you're staying consistent with them. That way the pages are all kind of like in line when you put them in the planner, not like some are higher, some are lower, like you're going to see some different sections, that kind of thing. So I'm going to match them all up to that first cross hatch on that T of the Happy Planner. Now, as I had mentioned, these covers are very hard to destroy, and the Happy Planner punch, it can do it, but it takes a bit of arm muscle, and sometimes if the arm muscle isn't cutting it, I will actually need to put this on the floor and just like stand on it, like put my body weight on the punch. Probably not great for the punch, but I think it's worth it for the planner. So I'm going to go ahead and just punch out this cover real fast. And when you're punching a cover, you're going to feel a little bit of resistance, and you need to make sure that it punches all the way through. And the way you're going to know that is when you feel like all the pressure just instantly goes away. So you're going to make sure that it goes completely through the cover. I've got this one punched. And the other thing I should mention is when you're punching these covers, you want to make sure that they're pushed all the way back into the punch. They're not like halfway out. That way you get that consistent punch depth of those like disc punches. So I'm going to do the back side of the cover. It also helps to kind of spread out the pressure that you're putting on it while you're punching. So if you can get like one hand over here and one hand over there, that kind of helps with the leverage a little bit more, just to make sure that it's punching. So I've got my cover all good and ready to go. I'm going to put all of my other covers off to the side. And now I'm going to take these Happy Planner gold medal discs out of their packaging. I got these ones at Michael's. Used a coupon on them. There are enough in here to do a big sized Happy Planner, so I should be left over with 2 of them because this is going to be closest in size to a classic Happy Planner. Not exactly the same though. So when I first started using the Plum paper daily planners, I was like, this system is going to be great because I'll be able to mix and match anything that I'm using in my classic Happy Planner with anything in this planner. That's not the case. The classic Happy Planner is ever so slightly too tall for this. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. They're just different measurements. The Plum paper 7x9 is not the same as a classic Happy Planner, but there's just going to be a little bit of difference. If you don't mind cutting down the pages on that classic Happy Planner like a quarter or maybe like a quarter of an inch, then they'll like be pretty good in comparison. But yeah, there are some slight differences between those two systems. So I tend to just keep the Plum paper stuff on the Plum paper covers and then the Happy Planner stuff on my Happy Planner covers. And that just works out great for me. Okay, so I'm popping these covers onto my discs. That way I can start assembling the planner in between them like a little sandwich. So I have January left over from my last set of daily pages. This cover I don't need. And then I'm going to take the front matter before January because that makes the most sense to me. I've got this page that you put your name on. I'm lining that up to the same place that I punched the cover so that the discs are all exactly where I want them to be. I'm going to decorate my cover page or my name page in this at some point. I have some really cute custom name stickers from Create with Mandy that I'm excited to use. So we've got 2023 at a glance. Because this planner kind of goes right up against 2024, I've got these. It also, yeah, it runs through January of 2024 because I got a year of it. Or does it run through? It might run through February. I can't remember exactly which. Probably January. So it is technically a 2024 planner because I got a year starting in February. So I've got that. We've got these ones that are special dates. I don't really use these inserts, but maybe this year I will. I think it could be nice. And then these ones that are just ideas, plans, and goals. The back side of that is blank, which is nice because I can put this right up against January and it won't be February and then January. So I like that. The other thing that I need to do while I'm punching these is also punching the dividers because the dividers are here at the bottom of the pile. So they need to be kind of integrated into the pages themselves. I'm just going to punch my front matter. With the Happy Planner punch, you can really only do, I think it says maximum of 3 pages at once. I can kind of make it work for 4, but more than that, I wouldn't recommend. So it becomes a little bit of a slow process as we kind of get everything punched. And it's a daily, so there's a page for every day. So it takes a little bit of time. But any more than that, you're not really punching through the pages with even pressure, or you're getting some stuff kind of messed up because they won't go all the way back into the punch. So it gets a little bit shallower on the punches. So I like to just kind of stick to that rule that they've got on the punch and do it a few pages at a time. So I was thinking I was going to grab one of those dividers. I actually need to grab the January divider. And because these are a little bit of a thicker texture than the actual pages, I don't like to put these into the punch at the same time as like the pages of the planner. I like to do the dividers on their own. They've got this setup on the back that's like birthdays, events, things to remember. I never use this. I don't know what I know what I would use it for, exactly what it says, but I don't really have a reason to use it for that. So I just kind of leave those blank. You don't have to use everything in your planner. Like if there's some certain things in the system that just like don't work for you, or you don't find yourself really like gravitating towards them, don't force yourself to use them. That's how you get planner burnout, is just trying to do everything that the planner is telling you to do and not doing what's like functionally best for you. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna get everything kind of prepped and set up like punch wise. What did I do? How did that, because isn't this supposed, I punched it on the wrong side. That's what happened. Well, we're gonna live with that because I don't want it to be like disc punches on the wrong side of things, you know? So we're just gonna have this and then notes and then this and then January. It's just gonna have to be that way, you know? All right, so I finished getting January on the punches. Next up is gonna be February, and I'm just pausing to show you how I'm gonna do this. So these are all of my like day pages, and then over here we've got all of the dividers. So this is a little bit different than what I'm used to. When you're doing the modern color palette, the dividers are super duper plain, and I like that. Solid color, it says January right here. The colorful color palette is a little bit more playful, so it has this like circle with the initial of the month and then that herringbone print on it, which I don't mind. I feel like I'd prefer the more plain ones, but for the sake of mixing it up, this is what I've got for dividers. So I'm going to take my February divider and place it right after the January notes page. So I've got January notes right here, and then it's going to go into February. So I'll put my February divider right there. And then the back side of the February divider is this. It's a little bit different. It says monthly highlights. I'm not sure if they changed it up on all of the daily planners this year, or if it's just because I got a different color palette, but it says goal number 1, 2, and 3 monthly highlights up there. So you can kind of see, here, I'll take this one out and just like show you real fast. You can kind of see that there are some like differences between the two. The typography is a little bit different. Those circles are just different. It says monthly highlights, etc. Not like super noticeable, like crazy differences, but there is a little bit of a difference there. And I'm not sure if that's just because I got a different color palette, or if that's because they've changed all the like highlight pages. So I can't give you an answer on that, but there is a little bit of a difference. And maybe this would be a little easier for me if I just punch the dividers right now, and then I'll put the pages in between them. So I'm going to do this through, oh gosh, how many months do I want on this? Probably 6. So we're going to go through July. That's 6, right? Or is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going through June. So these are the dividers that I'm going to keep on the discs. Alrighty, so I have all of the daily pages just punched and put here on the discs in between those dividers. The other few things that this comes with that I don't think I'm going to put into this planner is this pocket folder, which I never end up using those. So I'm just like going to save the space on the discs because it will get kind of bulky with all my stickers. And then it comes with, let's see, like 2 or 3 sheets of grid paper, which I don't really need. You've got this one that says my contacts, which I don't really write down contacts on paper. I use them on my phone, so I don't need that. And then passwords, which I don't like to write my passwords down on paper, so not going to put that in there. There is a 2025 at a glance planner in here, but I don't know if I need that just yet. I'll maybe put it in for the second half of the year. So all of these are just going to go back in that box until I need them again. But the other thing I want to do with this planner this year is integrate like some goal planning and like goal planning systems into this. So I used the Makse Life printable library. So I have these right here, and they are like the monthly goals kind of pages. They used to say monthly there. I just edited out where it said monthly because I wanted to like actually write the month in. I got them from their online printable library. They have a lot of really nice free printables. They have the monthly goals. They don't have the weekly goals one, but they look identical. So I figured if I removed monthly, I could also use these same layouts for weekly goals. They aren't exactly 7x9 sized. They have this little like border around like the page. So I just kind of aligned it to where the discs were, so it just kind of cuts off that section. It's not as noticeable that way, but I printed out a whole bunch of these. We've got the left half of the spread and we've got the right half of the spread, and I printed them on like a cardstock paper. I tried to get them to print double-sided, but my printer was not cooperating for some reason, so they are single-sided, unfortunately. This is the paper I ended up using to print them on. I really liked it. Also came dinged up in the mail. I don't know what's going on with the mail these days, but it is Hammer Hill Premium Color Copy cover paper. It's 60 pounds. I got 250 sheets in here. It's really bright white, 8.5 by 11. I thought it was really great paper. I think I paid $10 for this entire like ream of it. So I will have enough for the entire year to print one for the month, one for each week, that kind of thing, and probably still have some left over. Because I wasn't able to print double-sided, I am a little bit worried about space on the discs. I might take some months off. I could just do maybe 4 months on the discs at a time. That wouldn't be terrible. So we could just go like January, February, March, April in here. I'll put the goal setting stuff in there and we'll kind of play it by ear. So I'm thinking what I want to do is have it within the month itself, but because I don't use this and I don't really use the notes paper as much, I'm going to keep it in this section so that it's before the calendar, because after the calendar would get like in the way of the days. So I thought I could punch these like printables that I've made and put them right here, like in the January section. So one of them would be for the month, and to mark those, I have some really cute Create with Mandy month stickers. You can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at Create with Mandy. I don't remember exactly when my rep code ends, but I'll have it linked down below. You can give it a shot if you're watching this at some point in the future. So I'm gonna take January, and I'll link these stickers down below in case you're interested in them. So January goals, like look how cute that is. Oh, January goals. Okay, so I think that looks really good on the discs. And then I was gonna do one for each week, and I can't mix and match them with the pages because then I'm kind of blocking out different spreads. So I thought I would have them all together kind of up in this section. I'm only gonna do like weekly goals pages for January, and then I'll decide after January's up if I actually am using them. I don't want to print out a bunch of pages and then realize I got halfway through January and decided I only wanted the monthly goals, like that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch a bunch of these. It's really weird because this paper, this Hammer Hill paper, is super slick, but at the same time, it doesn't smudge at all. Like I printed something on it and it was a mistake page, so I just was like, I'm just gonna test a pen on this. And it was like, no smudging whatsoever. I'm gonna see if I can find that test page one more time and just show you that this is like no smudge paper, even though it's like glossy. It is really smooth paper. I just pulled this one out of the trash. This is the one I made a mistake on. I punched it on the wrong side. As you can see, that's a problem for me. I wrote on it, it did have a sticker that got stuck on it in the trash and it peeled up some of the page. So I have a hunch that when I put stickers on these, it's gonna be a little bit more permanent. It's not gonna be like repositionable, but I have a Papermate Flare here, which is like the pen that I normally use. So if I just draw, this one's a little dried out, so I don't know if I'm gonna get the exact same effect, but if I do that and I just like, there's nothing. The other pen that I write a lot with is this Sharpie S Gel. So I'm gonna give this one a shot. So if I just write on this, the Papermate Flare goes on really smooth. This one not as much, but no smudging there. Other things I use are Zig Clean Color Dot markers. I mean, like ghosting wouldn't be an issue because I single-sided printed these, but you can see a little bit through them. Not terrible, but I will say these are pretty like smudge-proof pages. Here's a pretty fresh Papermate Flair pen, and there's no smudging. Very impressed by that. So this is what I'm doing for the goal setting inserts. And in their goal setting library of printables, they have like all of the front matter for their goal setting planner as well. So you can print out as much or as little of their goal planner as you'd like. They do offer physical copies of the goal planner. You can get them like with actual planner pages, or you can get like the Goal Companion, I think it's called, that has just like these, the weekly pages and like the front matter. I decided I wanted to just do printables because I thought they might work better into the system that I already have. The undated like quarterly goal setting things that are just like these pages and not the actual planner itself are book bound, so I felt like I probably wouldn't be able to integrate them into my system as easy as I'd like them to be. So goal printables is kind of the best thing for me. I'm going to go ahead and punch these real fast and I'll be right back. Okay, so I hole punched all of the inserts that I printed. I didn't print enough for the whole planner, just like enough to do January and then one for the other months. How many weeks do we have in January? 5. Okay, so one is for the monthly itself, and then I'm going to do 5 of these spreads. And I was using the Cultivate What Matters goal planner. I like the concept of goal planning. I really do. But there's a lot of things about a goal planning system that can just like throw me off and I'll never touch it again. And I think the one thing that really threw me off with the Cultivate What Matters one is that it had like the expectation was that you would check in with it daily, and I'm not someone who's like, I need to check in with my goal planner every single day. It feels like a lot of wasted time for me. I feel fine doing like a weekly goal overview or whatever, but I don't like a planner that you have to do meaningless, or not meaningless, but you have to like, it feels like it's making work for you, you know? Like I have to write every day what goals I accomplished or whatever. I like setting the weekly kind of priorities so I have them in the back of my mind, and then like going with the week. I don't like the tending list kind of thing that they had in the Cultivate What Matters one, where I was like, I have to check off the days that I accomplished these tasks. So I'm hoping that this will be a little bit of a better system for me. So this one's January goals, and then I think I want to put some dates in here just so I can like have one set per week. I'm going to grab the Mojo Jojo Plans Date It book, which is a bunch of date stickers. So there's a lot of little numbers. I'm thinking these ones, they're also on clear, so maybe clear. I can't quite decide. But you get like days of the week and just like different fonts in there. I primarily bought it for the numbers, but thinking that these will be my best bet. I have had some issues in the past, like getting the clear stickers from her sticker books like up off the pages, but I think this should be fine, or I hope it's fine. Where is my monthly? Okay, I think I might run into like a little bit of a struggle now that the monthly is so far back in the month. Should I have put it like at the end of the month? I can't quite decide. I'm going to split the difference on this, and I'm going to take the weekly goals and move them to the back and keep the monthly goals up front. I think that will make me happiest. So all of these inserts for the weeks of January are coming with me. So the way it's going to work is you flip into the month. I'm still upset about this. Don't come at me. I could even just like remove this page altogether. Anyway, so we got January. You've got this page that I never use, and I've got January goals. I might even just like take my Tombow Mono Dots and just stick this to this so that it just like flips open into January goals, which wouldn't be bad. We've got the January goals, blank paper, notes, and then all the different days for January. We go through all the January days. more January notes, and then January weekly goals. I'm a little frustrated at my printer for not wanting to do double-sided, even though it was like I had clicked double-sided and it just came out like this, and I'm like, okay, we're just gonna go with it. And it's upside down. All right, so I'm gonna put this into the planner. This is the nice thing about disc-bound systems. You can just keep moving things around. So first week of January, I'm gonna just take a glance at the like monthly calendar. And in fact, I'm just gonna take the monthly calendar out of here so that I can properly date these. So the way I wanna do this is just like taking those Mojo Jojo Plans Date It stickers. So the first week of January is the 2nd through the 8th. I do like a Monday start week. Let's go with the paper versions because that's just going to be a lot easier for me. So we're going to go 2nd right up here, and it's going to go to the 8th. So I'll take an 8 and just go right over here. So we've got 28 goals. And then I'll take my Papermate Flair pen and I'm just going to draw like a little dash in between them. So 2nd to 8 goals. It makes sense. I'm going to repeat that for the other weeks of the month. So 2 to 8, 9 to 15. Maybe I should do this now. I'm going to take the Tombow Mono Dots adhesive and just give these a nice once over so that they stick together. So that way we can like flip seamlessly from week to week. So 2 to 8. They're not going to exactly like line up, but I think it'll be fine. And then I said 9 to 15. It's going to leave like a lot of random numbers kind of on this page, but I think it'll be fine. I really got them for dating stuff like this. So if I'm using it for stuff like this, I'll count that as a win in my book. So 9 to 15. And I'm just going to repeat until the end of the month. So I went up to 23 to 29, and I feel like the next like full week is mostly in February. So I'm going to leave the spread itself for the February like goal setting sections. I don't know. That's kind of how I'm kind of figuring this out. And it's going to be one of those things where I kind of figure it out as I go along and see what works best for me. So I've got January kind of set up with the goal setting pages. So it's like January, goal setting. At the back of the month, we've got like the weekly things. I tombowed them together so it's like a nice flip through kind of thing. And then we're going to flip into this. I'm going to put this away for now because I don't need to date anything else right now. I'm just going to set up the monthly goal setting stuff. So putting one of these into every month right behind that like monthly highlights page. And we're going back with the Create with Mandy month stickers. I love the lettering she did on these. So February goals is going to go there. Then I'll flip to March and just keep repeating this. I don't know, it's really thick paper, so I'm kind of trying to decide if I want to like keep all of these months on the pages right now, or if I want to put some more off to the side and just like do this a little bit more in smaller chunks. And maybe once I work through like January and I get some stickers on the pages and I see how much it actually bulks up, I can make a decision then. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be done now. Got April, go to May, and I think I'm going to have some of these goal setting inserts left over, but I'll just put them back into the box with like the extra daily pages. That's not a problem. May, and you get 2 of each month on this sticker sheet, so if I wanted to like, I don't know, label this calendar, even though it says May already, if I wanted to like cover it up with something a little bit prettier, I could do that. Or I can save these for just like another project. They'd be great for like a bujo kind of thing where you don't have the months like already on the pages. You have to like write them in. And then we'll do June. So here is June's goal setting insert. Okay, this is gonna go off to the side. I feel like I'm gonna just like put this back into the box. I'm gonna keep all of my daily stuff together, so we'll just put all of the setup stuff into that plum paper box next time. So next time I don't have to like scramble to find stuff, like I kind of tore everything apart to find the January pages this time around. I am thinking I'd like to do the Tombow mono dots over the monthly highlights. I do not like that monthly highlights page. I don't know why. I think I might be out of this though. Oh, okay. Let me just grab a refill of this real fast. We can just toss the empty one. All right, we are all good to mono dots again. So I'm gonna stick these pages together so that it's a nice clean flip in between the different sections. And I'm trying to like really align them. So I'm trying to make everything match up. That way we don't have any weird uneven edges between the two. Yeah, I think I didn't get that on there very well. Oops. Or maybe this is just taller than my divider. It's just gonna have to be that way. It's fine. We're gonna go over to May and repeat that process. I'm not gonna bother monodoxing the other side of the goal setting inserts though. I feel like the notes page I'm actually going to use, so I don't want to like cover that up too much. Just stick that into place. Yeah, I think the dividers are just shorter than the planner pages. That's weird, huh? Like, yeah, the planner pages are like taller than the dividers. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so those are all kind of taped into place, and I'm feeling very happy with this. Not happy with this. This page is just gonna go away. I don't like mind just having this and then January. Not the end of the world. So special dates, etc. We're gonna go into the name page now because I just want to set this up to like really finalize it. As far as the planner getting kind of chunky, it's getting there. It's getting pretty thick on the discs. But I can take things off of it as the month goes on. That is not a problem. I'm just gonna set this up as the last step in my daily planning process. I also have these really cute holiday stickers from Create with Mandy, but I don't think I'm gonna put these in this planner. I think I'm gonna use them in my catch-all. Are there dates or holidays already marked in here? I can't tell, because if there aren't, maybe I would use these. 14, Valentine's Day, no. Okay, holidays aren't marked in here. I think I'm just gonna do this off camera though. I don't wanna like accidentally put something on the wrong day because I'm not good with dates. So I'm probably gonna put these holiday stickers in here. I can't quite decide. Maybe I'll hold off. Who knows? Flipping back to my cover page though, because I want to get this like nice and decoratively set up. We're gonna get in a little bit closer so I can get this a little bit more decorative. I have these custom name stickers from Create with Mandy, which I love them. There are 3 in each size, so the bigger ones, the medium ones, and then the smaller ones, and then some cute little confetti stickers around them. I think I'm gonna go with the big one for this planner setup. You can still use my code on these, Caitlin10, to get you 10% off, and I'm gonna layer these over some different stuff. So I'm gonna use this According to Allie washi tape. Caitlin10 will also get you 10% off there. I have some like floral stickers from Whimsy Luxe that I thought might look nice with this combo. I also grabbed these ones from Pipsticks as like an accent, but I'm not sure if I want to use these or not. So I'm gonna put those off to the side, and I'm just gonna set this up or decorate it a little bit. It's not your planner until you've got your name in it. So I think I'm gonna start with just like a strip of the washi tape. It says made in the USA, plumpaper.com. I don't want that there. I just want my washi tape there. So I'm gonna cover that up. I'm gonna put a strip of washi tape down here, and I'm gonna make it off center. It just feels better to me. It says this planner belongs to, but I know the name is going to go over that, so I'm going to cover that up as well. And then let's see what we've got. I'm going to take one of these stickers, and I want the name to like overlap some foliage, so I'm going to take this and place it right over here. And then there are some cute little like daisies, so I'm going to take a couple of those and place like one there. I'll go with like the white one, and then maybe just a little bit more greenery. So I'm just setting the ground for my name to go on top of. All right, so this is like a nice little base, and then I'm gonna take my Create with Mandy name sticker, and I'm just gonna nestle that into there. Oh, that looks cute. I'm gonna take like maybe one or two of these star stickers to go in there. We're just going really decorative with this. But I look at this page a lot when I open up my planner, so I like to have a nice decorative name page. I think that looks really cute. And I like the off-center washi tape. I think that turned out well. I'll link everything down below in case you're interested in purchasing for yourself. I can put in maybe one or two more stickers though. So last time when I decorated this name page, I also decorated like up here. And I feel like this daisy right by the Plum paper logo is so cute. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna place like maybe one or two other stickers. I was saving these for like a spread, but I feel like this is even better because this is gonna be for the whole year. It's not just like a spread that I use for 1 week. It's a page that I use all year long. And I'll still have some leftover stickers that I can like save for a different project, like maybe a junk journal or something like that. So we'll go like there. I don't think the Pip Sticks ones are gonna make it into this, and I think that's fine. I feel like it's gonna be a little overkill. Okay, so I've got all these left over. I've got a lot of stickers, so I could set up all sorts of planners with these. When I get into the second half of the year, I'm just gonna transfer this page over to the next like set of pages, so I'm gonna reuse this. The other thing I wanted to do with this is add some stickers onto the back of this, because I felt like maybe it could use some. I don't want to put like stickers on the cover, but I have some like die cuts or like vinyl stickers that I really wanted to use. So I have this one that was the pre-order bonus for my advent calendar, but I really like it and I want to like put it somewhere. And then I have these, which are all from Crafts by Tessa, I think is the name of her shop. I'll link it down below. Just double checked, it is Crafts by Tessa. So I got a lot of like Taylor Swift stickers from her and some other stuff, like this one's Princess Diaries. But I thought maybe I could put like one or two in here. So this one is Princess Diaries, like a passport stamp. We've got the Midnight's vinyl player, Midnight's license plate, Lover record player, Lover license plate. Can't remember. One of these is folklore and one is Evermore. I can never remember the difference between the two. We've got the Midnight's like heart. I did not survive the Great War of Taylor Swift pre-sale tickets. That was sad. It was a sad day. I got this one from Cinderella's Story. I think it's the one with Hilary Duff, but it's like the Fiona's Diner kind of thing. That's cute. And then I've got the anti-hero like ghosts. So I was thinking I would do like 3 of them, but I can't decide. Lover is my favorite Taylor Swift album. But I don't know if it fits the vibe of like the page I've just created over here. Does it need to though? That's my question. Is like, does it necessarily need to match this? I don't know. I'm gonna start with the one from my advent calendar because I really like this one. It says, "No one is you and that is your power." We're gonna go right down here in this corner with it. I'm not a huge fan of the herringbone, so I thought maybe I could just like spruce it up a little bit more. I like the Genovia passport stamp, and then maybe I could do like the license plate. I'm also a fan of the ghosts, so I'm like, okay, we could do this, which I don't hate that, because then we've got like everything kind of represented. All of my interests. We've got Taylor Swift, we've got my favorite movie, The Princess Diaries, and we've got my own sticker shop, which feels a little narcissistic to say, but I really do like creating the stickers, so that's why it's up there on my list of favorite things. And I could put these stickers like on my laptop or whatever, but I feel like I would interact with them a lot more if they were like in my planner. Oh, this is clear. Okay, well, let's see how well this goes onto the herringbone then. Not bad. Okay. So that's going to live there, and then I'm going to take these ones, or this particular sticker, and it's going to go right here. Okay. And when I set up my junk journal, I feel like I'm going to put a bunch of these stickers on the inside cover too, so it's not going to be the only place that I have them, because I've got a lot left. I like want to put one more, but it feels like overkill, you know? However, this is the only other one that is not Taylor Swift related. So we're going to put that one in there. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Okay, so got my stickers there. Front matter of the planner is all set up. And I think this is going to be it. I'm a little irritated by how thick this is. So we're just going to go through April in this planner. I'm going to pull May and June off of the discs and just put them into that box with all of my other setup supplies. Okay, this feels a lot more manageable. I feel like once this gets the stickers in it, it'll like completely fill the discs. So I'm going to leave it like this, but I'm going to do one more flip through for you because this is the final setup. This is what I've got. So gold medal happy planner discs. I've got the like bookish kind of cover with the K on it. And then you open it up and we've got some of my favorite little die cut stickers over here on vinyl. I love my like name page in here, Create with Mandy custom name sticker right there. We've got 2023, 2024, even though 2024 is not even in this planner. We've got special dates, one page of ideas, plans, and goals, and then January. The goal setting inserts are a little taller than the dividers, but I will live with it. So we flip into January goals, where I'm going to like set goals in different areas of my life. Blank page, could be a nice note page, or I could like put some stickers on it. January notes page. If worse comes to worse, I can glue these two together so it's like goals into the monthly. Not a bad way to do it, but I'm just going to leave it for now. January monthly, we've got all of the daily pages. So this is the section I use for my checklist for the day. We've got top 3 priorities up here. I do my schedule in this section. This is kind of like miscellaneous area where if like a package is coming or something like that, I'll put like a reminder there. This section I normally put decorative stuff over, and then I don't really use the bottom section. So there's one for every day of January. You get to the end of the month, and then we get into the goal setting stuff. So again, I could glue and just do that, but I'm not going to bother. 2 to 8 for the first week of January, 9 to 15, 16 to 22, 23 to 29. Stickers are from Mojo Jojo Plans. The inserts are Makse Life. And then it's going to flip over into February. So we've got February goals, and it's just going to repeat the same thing. So February is this nice purple color in that colorful color palette. We've got March, which is also like a purple color, a little bit lighter. March, April with the April goals, and then the April daily pages. I'm sorry this took so long to get everything set up, but this is going to really last me for a while, so I'm happy to have everything kind of set up in the way that I'd like it. But this is what I've got for my Plum Paper daily planner setup. I am excited to see how this kind of combines with the goal setting. I haven't had a lot of luck with some other goal planners, so hopefully this is the system that works for me. And I don't know, I'm just going to give a stab at it. That was a weird sentence. Anyway, I'm excited for 2023. Excited to get all my planners set up. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching and happy planning.